destroyed my movie camera. You misbehaved at Taco Bell. You wishes his my dad. You copied off which is my dad. Which is me of dad. You copied off of Luigi's test. You failed to skip school. You got grounded on Christmas Day. You cuts his dad's credit card in half. You greases the floor. You beat up his mom on Mother's Day. You superglued the couch. You squirt his mom. You throws Princess Rosalina into the dumpster, destroying Del Taco's drive-thru window. You spills water on the floor at Dollar Tree. Called me a nice man. Hacks Twitter. Pours oil on the vegetables at Long and Burberry supermarket. You started a fight in his parents' room. You throw water at the cashier at McDonald's. You toilet paper in the Christmas tree. You throw basketball at me. You break his mom's skull with a war hammer. And then you fail to ruin my birthday cake with his sledgehammer. And now, Miss P, you stab Inkling Girl with the chest. You said, yes, Freddy nightmares. You got grounded on St. Patrick's Day. You go stargazing while grounded. You pushes Dallas Star Fanatic 2020 off the mountain. And then you got pushed the mountain back by Dallas Stars Fanatic 2020. You sell ice cream while grounded. You insulted the new students. You said yes shoplifting. You says yes Friday the 13th. You turned my mom into a Christmas present. You fighting moms. You fighted your mom over Wendy's. You destroyed the Big Ben. You buys an iPhone 12 from the Apple Store while grounded. You break Shem Sundar 1997's leg. You got your broken leg by Shem Sundar 1997. You swap her math test with Rosie. You goes to the Blue Mountain Quarry without permission. Makes a blizzard. Freezes the school and you freezes the school. And you stole the detention teacher's job. You turns into school into a tropical rainforest. You set the barn on fire. You smashes Dairy Queen and Girls ice cream maker. You turns the house into a casino. You destroyed the lights at the living room. You destroyed Baskin Robbins with a void. You stole my phone and you break it. You burned a playground and you pour strawberry juice on me. And now, Miss D, you steal people's balls. 8th Vice Principal Joshua the Dark Bowser Jr. Emulator 2023's lunch. You break your mom's coffee mug. You wake up early at night, sneaks out of the house, almost get caught by the police. And then you ate the TV. You throw a book at Princess Daisy, gives her a black eye, making grounded videos out of Miss Allison, buying the new Xbox Series X while grounded, swear at us, beat up a student called Princess Daisy. You refuses to do her assignment and swears at the teacher. You failed to steal a PS5 at GameStop on Black Friday. You tell Smack about her mom. You freezes Miss Kimberly. You smashes the classroom TV. You cheated on a literature keystone exam. You trashes the kitchen. You set the fancy restaurant on fire. You smashes the stove with a hammer. You threatened to call the cops on her parents. You ate my birthday cake. You ate Shem Sundar 1997's birthday cake. You begged your mom, and then you poured ranch dressing on the living room floor. And now, Miss R, you punches your mom in the library. You rushes me. You blow up Mr. Dave's car. You says yes dragons. You throwing into a rip. You pushes Samsung. You push Dallas Stars Fanatic 2020 into a river. You got pushed into the river back by Dallas Stars Fanatic 2020. And then you cross a railroad bridge, taken to court, and you got jailed. And I strongly agree with anyone. You crossed the railroad bridge and you got taken to court. And then you misbehaved during back to school shopping, beat up her mom, and you got grounded. You got hunting while grounded. You goes to a New Year festival while grounded. You bullied Mario and Luigi. You throw a soccer ball at me. You squares Mr. Dave. Beat up Twilight Sparkle. Throws a basketball at Mr. Dave and trying to blade it on Yoshi. You pepper spray at Mr. Muppet Fans, the cashier at CVS Primary, and you got kicked out. And you stole the MacBook from the Apple Store. And let me see you on Mr. W. You burn down the forest glade. You steal the police car. You escape from jail. You break the mirror on Friday the 13th. You sang Yes Dragon Knight. You take the service elevator and you got kicked out. And you destroyed the Plotagon City billboard. You pushed Sam Sundar 1997 off the skyscraper. You pushed up the skyscraper back by Shem Sundar 1997. You put his mom in her bikini. Smashes the TV out of the window. Makes his mom into a clown, make her cry, and then you refuses to take out the trash. You burn down Mr. Dave's house down. You gives Miss Allison a huge bell beating. You destroy the school with a void. You throw snowballs at Mr. Gray's house. You blast his mom with a daybreak. You runs on a football field. Insult Aubrey the Colby Kylant and Angelina Brown ballerina fan, the cashier at Kohl's. And then you got kicked out of Kohl's. You dye Scootable's hair green, and then you blow up KFC. You destroyed the lights in N-Out Burger. You dumped blue paint on his mom. You set the Galaxy Car Wash logo on fire. Failed to destroy my Asus. You failed to destroy my Asus ZenBook 14X laptop. You throw tomatoes at Mad Max. And now Mr. WL. You bangs Microsoft Mary's head against the wall. You fall asleep during class. You throw wrench at Wendy. You got grounded on Cinco de Mayo. And you becomes friends with Miss PL. You got grounded on 4th of July. And then you went to the 4th of July fireworks while grounded along with Mr. M, Mr. L, Miss P, Miss D, Miss R, Mr. W, and Miss PL. You kicks his teacher in the crotch, breaking the thermostat, making the scheming face. Eat my Mars chocolate bar, whips his mom, ruining Mr. Muppet Fan's 16th birthday, drinking beer while too young, let out sleeping gas bombs at school, and you got grounded on New Year's Eve. Blowed out Mr. Skimberly's car with a daybreak. You pepper sprays Birdo. Releases smoke bombs in Mr. Dave's classroom, trying to break Miss Allison's glasses. Knocks his mom out of her computer chair. You break the 2022 Nissan Skirasi's car window, set the motor on fire, and finally you smash a classroom desk. And last but not least is Miss PL. You broke Wendy's nose. You sprayed Shamsundar 1997 and Gina with water. You stealing the Costco logo and you got arrested. You escaped from jail. You stole cash from the cash register at the Home Depot. You come to front of Apple Bloom at Chick-fil-A and you got kicked out and banned from Chick-fil-A. You vandalized Arby's. You destroyed the White Castle menu. And finally, you set the sports car on fire. And worst of all, you revived Evil Scott and Evil Clones. I don't deal with your obsceneness of behavior of yours. So goodbye, and I don't want to see your face anymore. Flight 142, Spain is now boarding on gate 18. Welcome to Flight 142, Spain in South America, the flight to Spain. And Spain is 5 hours. Enjoy your flight. Five hours later. We are now arrived at Spain in Central Asia. Thank you for trying on Plotagon US Airlines. We hope you enjoy your flight. Have a nice day. Why do we get sent to Spain? Welcome to Spain. The white area is for unloading passengers. There will be no parking later. Oh no. Now I am speaking Spain, which is their languages, and now we are speaking Spanish, which is their languages in Spain. Can my life get any way worse than this? Wow.